Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we have a World Coin Bag search. I'm super excited about it. It's not from the regular sort of World Coin Search deposit that I've got on hand, so I took a look on the outside, but I haven't gone through it yet. Actually, I see a nickel right here, but it looks like there might be some older copper in there, so excited to open this thing up, and I'll take you with me coin by coin, and we'll see what we find. So in front of us, I weighed it out. It's about £2 of coins, and we'll see how this thing goes. But we've got a ton here, so I don't know. May take a long time, and I may speed through a few of these items, but I'm also going to take my time with some others. Here is a 1940 golden anniversary, 50th anniversary. It looks like something about Slovenia here, but Reverend Stefan Ferdek, founder of FCSU, so seems to have some sort of a Christian theme, and maybe there's some sort of a type of Orthodox Christianity or something like that that's honoring. And then here we have a possibly, I don't know what language that is. Let's see. In manibus tui sortus me ego autem. I'm not really sure. Hahi havam. If you know what that is, please let me know. Maybe it's as a guess from Israel. Right here we've got a province of Nova Scotia, 1932 halfpenny token. So that's a province in Canada before they got approval. Here's a 1943, kind of looks brass, 5 centavos. And we've also got, whoa, that's really neat. I think that's as struck, but a Chilean 1944, 20 centavos. And then this fascinating Ethiopian coin. I believe it's a little bit more modern, but some incredible detail in the rim, or maybe somebody, actually, I think somebody just carved that into that coin. So I was probably mistaken or too excited about something that is post-mint damage. Right here, something a little bit different as well. Not sure what that token is. A 1918 1 Anna, a 25 centimes from 1926 Belgium. American quarter, and a Panamanian 1907 2.5 centésimos. This looks like a almost proof looking 1970 Indian FAO Food for All commemorative coin, Mexican 10 centavos. That looks Persian or Iranian, and I believe it is, but maybe a little bit tricky to tell exactly what's underneath in terms of a date, but maybe from the 1870s would be my guess. And dang, some super old coins here. 1816 1 Kreuzer from Austria. And then this item right here, if you know what that head shape is, you may be able to help because it's some type of a British item, but it almost looks like a child's head, like maybe it's a baby of one of the King Georges. I'm not sure. Please update below if you're aware. Right here, we've got a CB. It looks like a 1700 something. Maybe 3 Kreuzer. Not exactly sure either, but it says Duxbur Sil. Maybe it's a Silesian coin. Has a bit of a hole in it, but that's okay. And then an 1861 really nice looking New Brunswick Canadian 1 cent. Then after that we've got a Swedish token from Stockholm, 5 Vardamark, and maybe this happened during World War II. I'm not totally sure either. And then a sweet 1924 2 Annas from British India. We've got another Ashoka Lion Pillar 1980 1 rupee. And I'm realizing that I don't want this hunt to drag wildly on, so it may go a little bit faster. That one, tell me also if you recognize the design. It looks somewhat South American, like it could have some Argentinian roots. That's a total guess. Hopefully it's something even rarer than that, but I don't have too much guidance on something like that. Almost looks like that says 1768. Yeah, curious if you know further information. We've got this interesting Iraqi coin, I believe. And then let's try to go, I'm going to speed up here. Or maybe not, because this one's also interesting. A Jordanian 1977 Hashemite Kingdom, 1931 Belgian 5 francs. We've got an 1890 Argentinian 1 centavo. And then in here, this one looks like a big time halfpenny, much larger item. 1972 Chad. Some of the Chad coins are actually a bit rare. Chad 100 francs. Some of those are like $10 or so. And then a 2 centimes from 1835. We've got a 5 centimos, 1877, and a Canadian quarter, a Turkish lira from the 50s. Then after that, we've got a 1961 USSR 15 kopecks. This is a nice looking coin, 1826 Sardinia, I believe, 5 centesimi from Italy. Another Belgian item, a wheat penny. That's cool, 1908, 20 centavos from Chile. I think that that's like 50% silver or something, so good find on that front. Australian. There's a South African Krugerrand, 1980. That's what I was going to say. It's a token that says 1 ounce of fine gold, but it's just a plated coin. I was going to be a little bit like, what's going on? Here's a 1255 Ottoman coin. Sometimes these are really low percentage silver, but it's something neat as well. We've got an Iranian item. We've got another Soviet Union 3 kopecks, Cayman Islands, and then a Uruguay and a Palestinian 50 mils that very well could be silver based off of how it looks. And some of those coins are a bit rarer, 1942. So that's neat. Then we've got this Indian coin, 1961, 5 paisa, I believe. We've got an early, let's see, 2 something. I've sold coins that are similar to this. I think it's like from the probably 1700s. Let's see, SOLI. So it's maybe like a 2 solidus coin from maybe Polish Lithuania or something. Let me know again if you have information. Ottoman item, Bolivia 1939, 50 centavos. That's pretty curious. What on earth is this? I can't quite tell, but it's something weird. Jordanian item. If you know any of these, please let me know. Here's a ships, colonies, and commerce coin. Looks like some sort of a token from the late 1700s or early 1800s, but I haven't looked into those either. Straits Settlements, 1 cent, 1944, U.S. Philippines, centime, United Arab Emirates, Iranian, 1924, Romanian, 1943, 2.5 escudos cull, but I think it could be 65% silver, so that would be a great find. And then a Central African 1965 1 franc. Then a bit more on the neat, potentially Iraqi, Iranian. This one's from 1381, which is more modern, but it's something that kind of stands out as it could have some collector value. Here's a Lao 1952 2 cents and a 1901 Canadian penny. Let's see what else. 1877. That one's going to be early silver. 1816 shilling from Great Britain, or 6 pence, I want to say. And that one's pretty early. And what do we have here? What on earth is that? Whoa, British West Africa, 1920. It's going to be a halfpenny. I don't think that that's silver, but it's still a sweet design. And then Costa Rica, 1969, 10 centésimos. Let's see if we continue this hunt. We've got a 19... This is like better than our normal world coin hunts, and I have a really good source for those world coin hunts. Here's a hollowed out 2 cent coin, no date, from the United States. That's kind of funny. Maybe I should try spending it in circulation. 1976 item. We've got a Hungarian 1897 2 filler from Kremnica, Slovakia, is where the mint is, modern day. Here's a sweet 5 lev coin from some sort of a commemorative 1989 from Bulgaria. I'm not sure who the individual on it is, but again, I just love searching through coins, and so super glad I was able to go through it. 20 mils from Palestine. A lot of people are interested in some of the Palestinian items, and right here we've got what looks like an Umayyad potentially, or Abbasid Fals coin. That's fascinating. Then right here we've got an Irish item. We've got a Buenos Aires. I've recognized this coin, but I bought a uglier one of these, 1823 1 decimo, so 10 cents. Beautiful item. Dang, this search is turning out, in my opinion, very, very well. Obviously, you don't pay for something like this by the pound. It's part of a bigger deal that I got in, but still. 1992 10 lev. I don't think that's silver, but I'm going to put it aside in case it is. Got a 1944 Russian World War II era 20 kopecks. And then this is fascinating. It looks like some sort of a Russian Metro token or something. I think that'll just go into the poundage that I eventually sell. Whoa, Tunisian 1916 50 centimes in nice condition. I believe that that's a silver item. Beautiful. 1903 US Philippines 1 centavo. We've got a Canadian, probably 5-cent coin of Queen Victoria. A proof South African 1969 1 cent. Let's see what else we've got. 1859 Austrian coin. Turkish items. And 24 something. 24, I'm probably going to try to identify this. It may take way longer than it's worth to, but 1786. That R seems familiar. It's some sort of a German states item. Then we've got a 1967 Dominican coin. Some item here that I'm not familiar with. British. And an 1816. That should be a shilling or a sixpence, but I think it's a shilling. Great detail and date left, given how worn that reverse is. So maybe that I should try to submit that and get a poor 1. But I think it's maybe would grade a 2 because it just has a little too much detail. 1915D wheat penny, that's sort of bizarre, but great. 1896 1 filler. And then let's keep on going. This one actually looks like a Cuban coin, or no, that's an Italian item based off of the portrait style. We've got a Indian head cent that looks pretty decent there. Super fun. And whoa, what are these coins? This looks like a something 77. So maybe 1777 or 1877. Can't quite tell what the design is, but that's going to be saved for a later date. We've got an 1852 Russian. Not even sure who the ruler is at this point, but maybe a Kopeck or maybe that's a Denga, but some interesting item. And then this will go into the poundage. Belgian coin. Wow, beautiful. We've got okay, that's just a regular, colorized Sacagawea $1. Hey, it's $1 back on what I paid for it, but an 1823 1 cent from, I don't know if that's Westphalia or some German state entity. 1949 East African 1 shilling is awesome. We've got an Iranian coin again. We've got some other interesting tokens. This is a 1922 Stockholm Gasverk coin. I'm going to hang on to that because I don't know what it really is. 1903 Indian head cent, a Bermudan 50-cent coin. Not clear what that is either. And super cool, we've got a 1940 British West Africa 3 pence. Hopefully that's silver. I feel like it's not. And then we've also got a 1 centavo 1918S World War I Philippines item. Then here is another Ottoman 1255. They sometimes backdate them to the regnal year that the ruler came into power. Then this appears to be some type of an Iranian coin, if I had to guess based off of the style. I also could be wrong, but it's got the date sort of scattered all over it. So that's something that I'm familiar with. Just going to adjust the light there. Gorgeous East African 1964 10 cents. Beautiful lustrous copper item there. Super pleased with that find. And then let's see, a Mexican 1 cent, an 1888 Canadian 1 cent. Very fun. What is that? 1980 Dominican coin. And this item, it says UCT ORI. And over here it's NEC. That feels like it could be colonial. And whoa. It's a crude strike though. It sort of looks fake. I'm not really sure. If you have an idea as to what this might be. Yeah, because that looks... Actually, I think I recognize this as a Connecticut copper coin, but likely a fake. But there was also a ton of fakes that were made at like Matchins Mills and contemporary counterfeit U.S. colonial half pennies. But tell me if you can see sort of what I'm saying. Octori Connect. Very unsure. But even if it wasn't here, this hunt would be a monster search. 1894 Newfoundland cent. And then an 1888 Straight Settlements, which I believe is Malaysian item. Let's now keep going through things here. We've got 1905 nickel. We've got more poundage, another nickel, We've got something that looks silver, but I'm probably just going to put in the poundage for fun that I end up selling through. It's really interesting as an observation. As my dealing has sort of expanded, there's a lot more value that I just sort of let go, if that makes sense. I still like to pull out, $5 coins from these items, and that's pretty sweet. A 1 Tenga coin from Portuguese India, 1947. I don't know if that's like Goa or something else, but I'm going to have to research that because I don't know that I have that in my issuing entity collection. And then a 25 Para from 1925. That seems early as well. I'm not familiar with that type, which is a great spot to be for me. 5 Pfennig, 1918 German Notgeld with a beautiful bridge on there. A lot of these were struck by sort of the states that made up the German Empire, but it hadn't been an empire for very long, and they resorted to striking a lot of sort of provincial coinage at that time. We've got more Indian items, some Greek, let's see, Iraqi, or maybe that's Egyptian, I think. This is Ottoman Empire. Whoa, beautiful coin. It kind of looks silver, 1327. I think that's a silver coin in startlingly good condition, so wonderful on that front. We've got a Finnish penny, 1900. It could actually be in the time when there was sort of like a big Russian influence there, and that's Nikolai II, but I could also just be totally off on it. Interesting tone, 1965, 50 centimes, as well as, wow, this is a great coin. This is Emmanuel of Italy, 1 centesimo. Oh, I thought it's something else, but it's still coin. 1904 Italian, 1 centesimo. There's some interesting Italian Eritrea items that you should look out for. And then here we've got a no-date Buffalo nickel. Got a chunkier 5 centavos from the Philippines, US 1944 made, and a V nickel from 1912. Let's look to see it's not the 1912 S. And that is a coin that I've spent a lot of time looking for. I've never found one in the wild. Here's another. That appears to be Saudi, the design on that one. 1370. I always forget if that's like... Yeah, remind me what that number is. It might be 9, but I'm not remembering here. And then, whoa, it looks like we're even going to close out with some neat items. So we've got some more modern pennies from 1963 and 6 from Finland. A 1904 Belgian 5 centime, a 1966 Czech 1 korun. This is the one I had my eyes on. We'll close out a Venezuelan and Trinidad and Tobago. But take a look at this. It's been removed from amount, but it's an 1867 half skilling. I want to say CLXV. I forget who is the 15th. Maybe it's Charles the 15th, but it's probably going to be like a Swedish or Norwegian or Danish ruler. And that just concludes a phenomenal hunt. 2 top tier pounds of world silver. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I've pulled a fair amount of it out. I was just saying that I don't pull as much, but I don't pull as much as I used to out. But there's still a ton of items that I'm way excited to do more research on. Everything from this potential proof from Bulgaria to, let's see, back here, this Buenos Aires 1823 Decimo in nice condition, Palestinian items, British West Africa. Thrilled with this hunt, and you're always welcome to pop in when I've got a world coin hunt. I try to film every one of them that I get in. It's not always possible, but I do make a big effort. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to visit our website, treasuretown.com, to stay up to date on everything going on the channel and possibly get some great deals on coins and collectibles. We look forward to seeing you on our future videos, and best wishes until then.